Welcome back to another Jay's Cole video, and today I'm reviewing Kit Fisto on that classic Revenge of the Sith card pack from the Black Series line. So without further ado, let's take a look at the package. Taking a look at the package, you gotta look at Kit Fisto inside the package right there. Got the lightsaber blade in there as well. Got the Darth Vader the Darth Vader helmet up top. And then you got the Mustafar kind of like design towards the bottom, the Star Wars logo down there. Gotta look at Kit Fisto on the side of box art right there. And turning to the back, you got another shot of Kit Fisto. And it just kind of talks about celebrating the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith with the Black Series line. So, yeah, that's a look at the packaging. Let's now take a look at the accessory. So we only get one accessory with Kit Fisto. We get his green lightsaber blade right here with the hilt towards the bottom down here. I hope you're able to see that. I'm going to cover up the blade real quick. Just kind of take a look at the hilt. So you have that. I think there's a little peg on here that you're able to port into on his robes, but it wasn't really working, so I just want to note that. And who knows, maybe that's not a peg. Now, I do wish he came with a robe. This is based off the Attack of the Clones, so maybe during the Battle of Geonosis, but he is on that Revenge of the Sith card back, and I believe the outfits were pretty similar. There may be some slight changes, but he definitely needed a robe. That's like the one thing I think missing from this, I guess, this pack with Kit Fisto and everything. But anyway, with that all down, let's now take a look at Kit Fisto. And here we have a look at Kit Fisto. Of course, you got the tentacles right here. They're kind of just soft plastic. They're able to move, so I really like that. Got the same design back here. I think this is supposed to be his hair. So you have that. Again, it's that soft plastic. And because of all these tentacles, he's not going to have really any head movement and everything. So I just want to note that. You gotta look at the head sculpt right there with the eyes, and then I think he's smiling. For some reason, for him, he's always smiling. That's just something about him, but you have that. Taking a look at the rest of the body. For the main Jedi robe, he has this kind of grayish brown design, and then he has a little gray kind of shirt up here near the top of his neck and everything. And then for the belt, it's brown with a little black right here, where we were able to port in the lightsaber, I believe, but I was having a little trouble. And the only reason I say that is because there was a hole in that, but you have that. And then here's a look at the back real quick. Again, those tentacles kind of cover up most of the back. Taking a look at the legs here, they're just a shade of brown, and then for the boots here, they're also just a different shade of brown right there. So, yeah. Again, like I said in the accessory segment, I do wish he came with a robe, but that is a look at Kit Fisto. So with that, let's now take a look at articulation. Alright, so taking a look at articulation, you can really move his head. I mean, he does go side to side just a little bit, but that's all the articulation you're going to get for him. Taking a look at the arm articulation, you can turn him around 360 degrees like so, pull the arm out that far, bend the elbow like so, twist at the hand, and there's a little bit of wrist articulation in there, so that's nice. Same for this arm, you can turn the arm around 360 degrees like so, pull it out like so, bend the elbow in like so, turn at the hand, and there's some more of that wrist articulation. Put that back, and then he does turn at the waist. Tentacles don't get in the way, so that's nice. He bends that far down with the ab crunch, so not a lot. And he goes back that far, so a bit more than going forward, but still not a lot. And there's no side-to-side movement. For the legs, he can kick up that far. Let's move the arm out of the way. He can kick up that far, bend the knee in like so, and then bend the foot, and then bend that far up, and then, like I said, down and side to side. And then he does, or it should be the same for this leg as well. So kick up that far, bend the knee in like so, and then bend the foot down like so, bend it up, and then go side to side. And he does do the splits like so. Anyway, that's a look at all of the articulation. Let's now take a look at a pose and my final thoughts. Well, there you go. That is my review. Kit Fisto from Star Wars Black Series on that Revenge of the Sith packaging. So overall, it's an okay figure. I just wish he came with the robe, but he will go nicely with the Mace Windu and Chancellor figures if those become true and are revealed. And yeah, so yeah, with that, I have really nothing else to say. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, what you thought of this review. So with that, I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Keep an eye out for other reviews coming to the channel pretty soon. So with that, take care.